Hello, it is Keri Murphy, and welcome back to Inspired Living TV, where we inspire lives and help entrepreneurs become industry icons. There is no quicker way to business devastation than trying to do everything on your own. I know you get this if you are a solo entrepreneur who is answering the phones, answering the emails, sending out invoices, trying to do everything by yourself. At the end of the day, you're exhausted. You feel like you're working way too hard for the amount of money you make. And yet the thought of a team is terrifying. How can you possibly afford a team when you can barely afford, to keep yourself running on a day-to-day basis? I get it and I hear it over and over again because it's probably one of the key things that we work with our clients on when they come into the Inspired Living family. Because I believe truly, through and through, that you will never become the industry icon, the influencer, the person out there that is making the global difference they can make if you're doing it all yourself. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to build a rockstar team and why it is so important. So again, if you're someone who is doing everything, right, it is time to learn how to delegate. Exciting, but scary, right? So one of the first things I have my clients do when they are looking to hire a team is I actually have them time track their days for about 3 to 4 days. Now, I know this might sound tedious and not very sexy or exciting, but I want you to keep a time log of everything that you do for about 3 to 4 days. And you will start to notice how much time you spend in your business, how much time you spend on your business, and how much time you're watching videos on Facebook. So you want to get really clear on how you're spending your time, because when you are, a team of one, you don't have anyone really helping you prioritize and delegate. So every day feels frantic, right? You're probably in reaction mode instead of being proactive each day, figuring out what you need to do to get the result that you need for you and your family to thrive. Okay, so the first thing to do is get that time log for about 3 to 4 days. And besides using the restroom, I want you to keep track of everything that you do throughout those 3 days during working hours is fine, okay? After that, I want you to think about your greatest and highest use, right? One of my favorite books is The Big Leap. And it talks about why so many of us keep ourselves from reaching excellence and what our genius is. I am going to bet some pretty heavy money that your genius is not in answering emails, sending out invoices, following up with contracts. I'm just going to guess. That's probably not your best and highest use on this planet. So why are you doing it? Why are you spending hours of time doing things that you're not good at? Right? And you're saying, Keri, I can't afford help. I want you to think about putting a dollar amount on every hour you work. So if you work with clients one-on-one, I want you to divide the time that you spend with them for the rate that you charge. And then I want you to multiply that for every hour that you are working. So if you work 9 to 5, and let's say you normally charge a client $100 an hour, let's just say, then your average rate per day is $800, right? So if you're doing anything that is less than $100 an hour, you should not be doing it. Think about what a team member could do, a VA, an intern, an employee could do for $15 to $20, even $50 an hour is still half of what your time is worth. See, when we shift our mindset around money, our mindset around time, we create so much more value throughout our day, both monetarily and externally, right, by the work that we do. So if you're a coach, a speaker, an author, someone that actually creates products and services for people, what is your best and highest use every day? I always think about what brings me the most joy, right? Am I in my joy? Okay, we can't be in our joy 100% of the time, but gosh dang it, I want to be in my joy at least 80% of the time, right? So how often are you in your joy? Right? And again, are you constantly trading time for dollars, doing things that you shouldn't be doing? So one of my clients, she was in my mastermind group and she has a bookkeeping company. And when she came to me, they were doing about $20,000 a month. Not too shabby, but she was working really hard. She had a very small team. She was doing almost all the work. And by the time she was done working with us over the year, she had hired 8 new team members. 8. They were Some of them were expensive. Not all your team members need to be expensive, by the way. I think you can get great support for not a lot of money. But she wanted to actually find people that could replace her so she could have more freedom, more time with her family, less stress. So she brought in other bookkeepers that were really, really good. And you know what? Not only did she have less stress, not only did she have more time, they were bringing in $40,000 a month. And she was so nervous to hire a team in the beginning because it is scary. I totally get that. But you will never make more money if you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing, right? So even if you have $100 to spend, right, you can work with a great VA company or work with someone on my team like BB that will help you automate, delegate, and get rid of those things that you should not be doing. Can you tell I'm passionate about this? Because I feel like so many people really hold themselves in shackles because they're scared to hire a team. Okay, so the first thing is get that time log. Really figure out what you're good at and what you're worth. What is your hourly rate? That if you were to take that and divide it by, let's say, 8 hours a day, right? What is your time worth? Then I want you to put together a list of things that are the easiest things for you to delegate. Maybe it's following up with clients, scheduling, emails, all that sort of stuff, okay? And just start with that. You know, maybe you're someone who has to run errands a lot. We work with an incredible interior designer, and she spends a lot of time picking up, dropping off. Not her best and highest use, right? You get someone to support you in doing that. Think about the hours that you save to do design time instead of sloughing stuff around that you shouldn't be doing anyway. So it's about looking at your business as a business and not a job, right? Anyone can create a good job for themselves. You want to create a company, a legacy, a business that changes lives. And you can't do that when you're doing everything. So the last step is to figure out what support you need, your budget, where you want to start. Even $100 to $150 a month can get you some nice support. Or do you need a full-time employee, right? So if you want more help with this, please feel free to reach out to us at hello@inspiredliving.tv, and we can get you on the phone with one of our team members and we can walk you through this process. But I am telling you, there are thousands of dollars that you are leaving on the table every month if you are a solo entrepreneur working in a silo by yourself. We need team. So once you decide what type of support you need, you can decide if you need a VA, if you need an intern, if you need a personal assistant to come into your office or your home, you need a independent contractor, or you need an employee. That is the final step, is to figure out what type of support that you need. And then, actually, I'm going to give you one more tip. Before you bring someone on, give them a test to do. Before we bring on anyone into the team, we actually give them something to do that's in alignment with what their job description would be. So if they're going to help us with social media, hey, do me a favor, create a couple posts for social first. Let's make sure. And then we have about a 30-day, let's get to know each other policy before we stamp it and wait for the ink to dry, right? So what is it that Richard Branson says? I think he says, hire slow, fire fast. Okay, so you want to make sure you find the right person. I have made this mistake by hiring too fast, too soon, because we just needed someone. You're better off taking some time, having someone help you. And again, we have people on our team that can help you find the right people, help you put out the ad. But most importantly, this is about you changing your mindset. This is about you understanding your worth, and that you will never become the industry icon you want to be if you don't create a Rockstar team to support you. I certainly would not be where I am today if I did not have the team that I have. And each and every team meeting, I'm telling them how thankful I am to have them, because you cannot grow a brand without a team. It takes a village. And that's why at Inspired Living, I created the village. We have a team of 5 coaches that are experts in their industry to help people just like you create brilliant brands that stand out, make you an incredible income, and create a difference in the lives of others. So again, if that's something you're interested in, you can reach out to us at hello@inspiredliving.tv. All right, well, if you are not fired up about team after this video, I don't even know what to do. Do I have to jump off this chair? Do I have to jump over this camera to get to you? It is time for you to make that choice. It's time for you to get some help. If you have comments, insights, please post them below. I would absolutely love to hear from you. And if you are jazzed and excited about this, please share this video with someone else, because you have no idea how this could help someone else in their own business. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, remember to keep dreaming it, living it, and being it. Until next time.